channel. If you're new here, we talk about tarot, astrology, and witchcraft. Today, we are going to be seeing how men view you. We're going to be seeing what kind of thoughts they have about you, how they kind of interpret your energy, and just all that good stuff. This is actually collaborating with Moonful Readings here on YouTube. She's doing the part 2 to this video on how women see you, so definitely check her and her channel out. I will link her video in the description below. I'm very, very excited to hop into this. Just as a reminder, I do offer personal readings on my website down below, as well as astrology consultations and personalized spell work. So if you're interested in anything like that, definitely check it out. I would love to work with you. And oh wait, I also want to mention that 10% of the proceeds of my profits will be going to NAMI this month in honor of Suicide Prevention Month. So definitely check it out if you're interested in anything like that. And here is pile 1 with the turt wig. So cute. We have Wooloo here for pile 2. Pikachu for pile 3. I'm gonna butcher this name. And Soglio for pile 4. So go ahead and take your time, use your intuition, don't overthink it. Just use what you're drawn to, and I will meet you in your reading. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Pikachu card, you are in the right place. So we're gonna put him right here. Okay, so let's see, how do men view you? Very interested to get into this. I'm already getting like a lot of like mixed energies coming in. I feel like a lot of people have very different opinions on you. Like love or hate you kind of thing, you know? So Spirit, how do men view pile 3? We have, you know, on the back of this is from an old reading that I did. I labeled some of these cards, like work or friends, stuff like that. So with me seeing this work, I feel this is men at your job. They see you as being in a position of authority, which is cool. Look at that. A girl boss moment. Let's get a clarifier for that. Is it like positive or negative? They're seeing you in this light. But that might have been why I was picking up on that. Like they either love you or hate you for it vibe, because like they're either jealous or they're either like, that's hot. So we have the second house, resources. Yeah, I feel like you definitely have cultivated some serious money and you're able to invest in things as well, but your bank account is definitely looking right. I feel like you were definitely in like a management position at your job, or like a position of authority in general. A position of authority over a group of employees. I'm curious on like what you do for work. Let's get one of these. What does pile 3 do for work? We have the womb. Interesting. So I feel like you might do something with creative projects in whatever area that may be, maybe like graphic design, art, just anything with creativity. And maybe this like authority energy coming from the men or who are perceiving you is because, how do I phrase this? They see you as the pinnacle of artistic and creative and talented in whatever area that is in like your specific field. And some people, again, that's why I was saying like they're either insecure about it or they love you for it. Some people are inspired by this from you, and other people are like, ugh, like bitter. Like other men are just like, why can't that be me? But there's also just as many men who are like supportive of that. How do men view pile 3? Ooh, okay. We have dignified strength in reverse. Interesting. Let's see why. Why dignified strength in reverse? Oh, we have Uranus change. I feel like Uranus also talks a lot about, Uranus also talks a lot about thinking outside the box, doing things in a different way. And I feel like you might ruffle some feathers in your particular field because maybe people have been doing things a traditional way for a very long time. And you're just not the type of person who is going to do stuff like that because you naturally think outside the box. Like you're naturally this leader, this person in a position of authority. It's just second nature to you. It's not even something that maybe, I just saw 333, if that's a significant angel number for you. It's not even something that you really have to consciously think about. You just kind of assume that everybody thinks the way that you think, but they don't. And people, again, either love you or hate you for it. You truly have an artist and a creative, like, just creator's mind. How do men view pile 3? I feel we're starting to lead away from like your work, like the field that you're in, like with the men that are coming through, because now we have Saturn structure returning here. They see you as somebody, you might be a Capricorn. I'm getting Capricorn placement energy from you. So, and that would explain like the boss energy, like the work energy coming through, and the resources as well. But like with this Saturn energy, they see you as somebody who has strong boundaries. They see you as somebody who may have had to overcome a lot of obstacles in your life, and someone who's not afraid to take on a challenge. Saturn gets a lot of a bad rep in the astrological community, but Saturn serves its purpose just like anything else. And for you, it really works in your favor, and men really admire this about you. How you're able to, I don't know, like work with that Saturnian energy so comfortably. It feels at home to you. I feel you're very like Saturnian. Let's see what else. We have Gemini, cross-pollinate in reverse. I feel like you are definitely somebody who likes to work alone, and men pick up on this. Let's see like how they feel about it. Are they bitter about this? Even if you do work with other people, like I do feel that you prefer, if it was up to you, to work by yourself, because you know that you can trust yourself. This is so me too, I relate. You know you can trust yourself to complete the task and like get it done in the exact way that you want. But like with other people, you're like, can they do it? I don't really know. I feel like you have a few trusted people, and then outside of that, you're like, it's gonna be me. We have invitation under Gemini, clarifying. So with that kind of energy coming in, I feel that there's an invitation coming from men soon, in which they're going to invite you to like socialize more, as well as like, I don't want to just focus on like the men in your work environment, but as well as men pursuing you in general. They're gonna start to like invite you out for more things, because I feel like you're a little bit of a workaholic, and maybe that's why work is coming up so much for you. Because men are gonna want to ask you out. They're gonna want to take you on dates. They feel this kind of like pull towards you. And I would definitely encourage you to accept this invitation if you do feel called to do so, because even if it's not like a good first date, or like you don't have a ton of fun, it's good experience, and it's a good time to just get yourself out there. And I feel you definitely do need a break, for sure. We also have tension coming out in reverse with the descendant invitation. So this is, I think, a green light from spirits that it would be a very fun experience if you did go out with this person or this group of people, that it would be something that's definitely worth your time and like worth exploring. It's not like it would be something that you're like, okay, I'd like to leave as soon as you get there. You would definitely seek some sort of like emotional fulfillment from it and just have like a good time, you know? It doesn't have to be that serious. It can just be fun. So let's get some loved ones. See how these men view you. All of the energies in these piles have been so different. It's very fun, because a lot of the times some of the messages, because we're channeling the collective as well, come out are the same, but they've all been so different today. What do men have to say to pile 3? Oh. We have karmic relationship, releasing the past. Interesting. Let's clarify that with a tarot card. Clarify karmic relationship for me. Okay. We have 4 of Wands. Oh, okay. So it looks like you're, how we talked about like that invitation to go out, it looks like you're going to be entering some sort of karmic relationship. You see how the moon is kind of like smiling so contently down on them, and they're like all dancing, having a good time. Love it. I feel that that's why this is such like a green light from spirit for you, is that you're going to enter a very significant relationship for your soul's growth, for this person's soul's growth, and be able to release past wounds together. So karmic relationships usually come together to release like some sort of shared pattern or shared trauma. They can get toxic very quickly, but relationships tend to go away once we've worked through the shared trauma. because the basis of a karmic relationship is revolving around some sort of shared trauma. Because I think no matter what, I think you can't run from it, pile 3, to be honest with you. So even if you don't go out that night, like, it's gonna happen anyway in some other aspect, because it's just a fated relationship to teach you guys both some lessons. And I feel like men also see in you, like with the karmic relationship coming out, as someone they recognize in some way. It's not the same energy as like a soulmate, but they do feel this innate draw to you, this magnetism towards you. And you probably feel it as well, because you are feeling that shared wound together, where you feel that you two can like make the complete puzzle piece with each of yours. So very interesting. What else? Okay, we have, that's weird, we have soulmate clearing core wounds. Okay, never mind, Spirit has corrected me. I mean, everything I said still stands. I don't want to imply that karmic relationships never last. I mean, I'm sure it's certainly possible, because like, see, we have the like releasing the past, clearing core wounds. So maybe you guys will heal this shared trauma together in a way that ends the karmic cycle and still choose to continue to be in a relationship together, which is really fun. Maybe that's what you agreed to before, you never know. But either way, there's this heavy energy of just releasing the past, clearing core wounds, clearing triggers, inner child healing, things like that. Oh, we have, oh my God, this is literally crazy. I feel like we're playing like soul connection roulette. We just had twin flame facilitator come through, expansive growth. So this person is the person you're going to meet. Spirit just keeps correcting me left and right. This person is the person you're going to meet. I don't see you spending the rest of your life with this person. It is a very significant soul connection from you, but really we're looking at the message of releasing the past and clearing core wounds, because with the twin flame facilitator energy and talking about the expansive growth, this person is preparing you and you're preparing them for their actual like divine counterpart in this lifetime, for you to meet somebody who is truly in the same vibrational alignment with you, and that will like be in the long term. But that's kind of cool, right? It reminds me, I think it's like, it's not Adam Sandler, I don't think, but there's this movie where this guy is like destined to be like, she puts a curse on him when she's really young, and then he's destined with this curse where like women will break up with him and then they'll find their soulmate like right after him. And that's the vibe I'm getting here, that this person will work for you and you will work for them as their kind of like training preparation period, both of you, to find their actual life partner. And so they're like clearing all, you guys are both like clearing out all your shit together, and then you're like, all right, cool, well, it was great working with you. So hopefully you can turn that into a very positive thing and not view it as like an annoying thing you're gonna have to deal with, but more so like it's leading you down the path to like true love and fulfillment. So let's see, we're gonna get some more messages from the Archetype Oracle about how these men view you. This person in particular, I'm channeling one specific, but now I'd like to go back to just channeling men in general, especially if you're not interested in this person. So, Spirit, what do men think about pile 3? Ooh. Okay, we have the Shadow. Wow, this is really interesting, like with just all this karmic debt clearing coming up. 444, by the way. We have the Shaman here too. I feel you're someone who is very spiritual in a past, like you might have literally been a shaman or a priest in some sort, some capacity, just a spiritual leader, somebody who is very endowed in spirituality, a monk maybe even. And it's interesting for you because like now I'm getting all just these messages. It's funny how Spirit like shifts direction. All these messages of just like what's going on in your life right now. It's really exciting that you're stepping in this new chapter, but this is how this person views you as well, as somebody who is comfortable with their shadow side, but at the same time as that, who also has, I don't know, pile 3, it's like you switch sometimes, like you just drop of the hat, you've gotten to your breaking point. I feel like you let a lot of shit slide sometimes, and you get to your breaking point, you just rip somebody apart. And there's definitely need here to like let those triggers come to the surface. Instead, they find, especially with a shaman, they find you fully capable of healing and working through these sorts of things. They're just simply identifying them, not labeling them as good or bad. What spirit? All of these messages are so interesting today. Really exciting. We have the unseen here. Okay, what is the unseen? Tell me. Let's see what it is. Let's see what the unseen is. What's the unseen? Okay, we got two. We got the crone and we got the mountain. Interesting. Interesting. I feel this person is psychic in some way or another, and you are too in some capacity. Because with the crone, it talks about wisdom, it talks about spiritual wisdom, like you being a religious figure in previous lifetimes. Definitely is a heavy theme here, but you have, it's not even that I believe that you're that spiritually knowledgeable. You very well might be. I don't know if you are in this lifetime, to be honest. I see you more with this crone wisdom as just wise in general. I don't know. Just getting such divine wisdom. I feel just that's the energy you embody. We also have the mountain here. And the mountain kind of symbolizes to me when I look at stuff like this, because we see that person in there by himself. I see that as desiring to join you inside your mountain and the walls that you have built up around yourself. I think that you probably witnessed like a codependent relationship in your childhood or some sort of toxic relationship in your household, and it's made you very cautious of love and allowing yourself to be loved. And I think that you've been in this masculine energy for a long time, and masculine energy isn't bad to be in. We need both feminine and masculine energy, and for some people it's going to be a different balance than it is for others. You come from this place when you witness relationships like that and you see like the feminine energy in that situation get taken advantage of, not be protected. She's codependent, she's in her unhealed feminine, and you're like, I don't want to be like that. And it's not that you hold resentment towards this person, your caregiver, but that you won't ever put yourself through that situation. And I feel that's kept you in survival mode in your masculine energy for a long time now, and it's time to start letting go of that. This person wants to join you in your mountain. You have your boundaries up so hard. You have your boundaries up so high, and you need to let people into your heart who deserve to be there, pile 3. So I definitely suggest doing some inner child healing, things around that nature, figuring out and understanding that you can set boundaries with people and tell them like what you're not comfortable with, while also being this loving being and allowing yourself to experience a healthy relationship, because you absolutely deserve it. So I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope you enjoyed it. This seemed very like impactful. I really felt you were supposed to hear all these messages today. Somebody in specific definitely coming through. If it resonated with you, please leave me a like and a comment. I would really appreciate it. If you like my vibe, please stay and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I will see you very, very soon. Have a beautiful and blessed week. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this card, you are in the right place. So I'm gonna put that right here, and we're gonna see how men view you. It's been interesting so far, because like sometimes we get a little bit of overview how men feel about the piles in general, and sometimes we get like some specific people that come through. So we'll see what comes through for you. I'm gonna start with the Star Codes Oracle. Let me give it a shuffle. Okay. I will tell you 2 things right off the bat. I've channeled some songs for you today. Didn't do that for any of the other piles because, I mean, I don't force it, like what comes through, but I can tell when I'm channeling a song, because right before I sit down to read the pile, it just kind of like possesses my brain for a second. So 2 song recommendations, look up the lyrics too, you might be familiar with them already. Mirror on the Wall by Justin Timberlake came through very heavily. Also, the song Cigarettes by Juice WRLD, or just Juice WRLD in general, came through really heavily. Like we're just channeling somebody who's like down bad for you. Look at the lyrics to those songs. Cigarettes by Juice WRLD and Mirror on the Wall by Justin Timberlake. And definitely let me know if they resonate, because I haven't heard that Justin Timberlake song in, I don't even know when it came out. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard it, so I know it was for you. So let's see, how do men view pile 4? Ooh, we have Jupiter abundance. You are the cornucopia of life is what I'm hearing. You have, I don't know, like it's interesting. You have this whole buffet that the universe is kind of offering up to you right now, and you're able to just kind of like pick and choose. You're like, okay, I want a little bit of that. I don't want any of that. Like I'm gonna come back and get some more of that. And maybe some of you are going through your Jupiter return. If your Jupiter is in Aries, it went back to Pisces for now, but it will be back in Aries, I believe in October. So you're really being blessed by Jupiter, because when we have a Jupiter return, that's when Jupiter in your chart goes all the way around and returns to the same point it was when you were born. It happens every 12 years. So when we're 12, 24, 36, etc. And this is usually a year of great blessings. Look at what house your Jupiter is in your natal chart, and that will give you an idea kind of like what exactly that is for you. But yeah, I feel some of you might be experiencing Jupiter return, and men just see you as this like this person who can have it all, who does it all, who looks really good. I just get the sense that you always look good. Your style's on point. I feel you might have to glow up with this Jupiter return as well. And actually, Jupiter might be in your 5th house. It doesn't have to be, but that would be interesting because that's the house of like beauty and taking care of yourself and aesthetics. So like 4th house, 5th house energy. We also have Mars coming through. So you're not just someone who is abundant. Like men see that you work for the shit that you have. Mars is a planet of aggression. It's a planet of sex. It's the planet, I also think, just on a side note, that what came through, I think that men think that you would be great in bed. I hope that does not offend you, but they're not like creepy energy I'm getting from them, but they do think that you would be great in bed, and I do feel like men fantasize about you in bed. So I feel that men are very, I don't know, just like turned on by you, but also like, not even just in like the sexual Mars energy, but in the way of the way you assert yourself with the passion that Mars comes with. You're someone who I believe is doing something. Jupiter is blessing you, especially in areas of your life that you're passionate in. And men see this as well. And it's giving you a lot of drive with Mars is so action oriented. It's so masculine. It's so action oriented and like, I'm going to like get this shit done. And it can be a little aggressive sometimes, but working with it is really good. It's great for motivation, great for productivity, especially with that Jupiter energy as well. Because then you're getting like the best of both worlds. Like you're working hard, but also like seeing results. We have retrograde review in reverse. So I'm hearing like good to go. That's literally what I heard. Good to go in the sense of there's not, they feel that you are perfect in a weird way. Obviously nobody's perfect. I'm sure you're wonderful just the way that you are, pile 4, but obviously nobody is perfect, but they feel there is nothing you need to review, nothing you need to change. The way you are right now is perfect. You are perfect in your energy, and they are really intrigued by this about you. They don't understand like how one person can be so perfect or come across just so abundant, so driven, like so like presents themselves in such a confident way that it would seem to these men that you are all good no matter what. And I'm sure you are all good, but it would come across that like you never have insecurity, you never have issues come up. So you're fooling them, just so you know. I just saw 444. We have Sagittarius expand in reverse. Yeah, interesting, coming out with that retrograde in review. So these men really feel like you're doing something right. Like you are in a place where you could stay stagnant in their eyes. I'm not saying you should do this. In their eyes, you could stay stagnant if you want and just keep doing your thing there. They don't feel there's anything that you need. Not that their opinion matters on this at all, but they feel that you're perfect just the way you are. You don't need to change anything, or feel like you constantly have to be working towards a goal, I suppose. just a goal or like the next chapter of life. Honestly, they might be a little bit like threatened that you're gonna keep leveling up and move away from a lot of the men that you're around, whose energy I'm calling in. Like they might be worried that you're gonna realize that, oh wow, I really can do and say, like I really can do and have anything. So they're like, it's confusing because they're like supportive of you, but also at the same time they're like, okay, but like not too much. And that makes sense because we have Cancer coming out, and I can talk crap about Cancers because I am a Cancer sun. So I feel that a lot of these men are water signs, and unhealed water sign men, listen, I'm an astrologer and I don't judge specific placements usually, because any placement can be overcome with self-awareness and working on issues. We all have good and bad, quote unquote, good and bad placements in our chart. There's a duality aspect to all of them, but water sign men, unhealed water sign men, are toxic as fuck. So this person probably, they do believe in you, and it's interesting because they don't know they're toxic and being manipulative. They do believe in you. It's not that they don't. I don't want you to think that, but they're like, all right, don't get too confident there, because they're like low-key scared at the end of the day that you're gonna leave them. Yeah. Just because they're like a little insecure. Okay. We have Cirrus, nurture. Yeah. So with this nurture coming out with the Cancerian energy, I feel that the men I'm channeling for you, like I said, like a lot of water sign energy. I feel this might be one specific person, but I'm definitely picking up on multiple water signs in different areas. But I feel this person has been trying to like get with you for a while now. Maybe they've given you flowers before and you've politely like rejected them, and you're like, we can just be friends, and they're like, no, we can't, and you're like, no, okay. Or just a situation like that, or maybe you guys had just like a small situationship to you, but to this unhealed Cancer man, you meant the world. You were gonna be his bride. So let's get one more of these. Oh, okay, that like flew out. Yeah, we have opposition, confrontation. So I do feel a little bit of a warning for you. Not that it's like dangerous or anything, but a heads up, I guess, is a better way to phrase it. This person's gonna try and be confrontational with you pretty soon. I don't know. I don't know what their problem is. I don't know what they're gonna say. Let's see what they're gonna say. I'll ask the tarot for you just to give a better idea. What is this Cancer man gonna say? It's quiet for. Okay. We have Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they're coming to profess their love for you again. How are they gonna react when she says no? Oh my god, this is so funny. The 8 of Cups coming out here. Yeah, like you see how sad he is, and like all his homies around him are like, wow, she's a bitch. Girl, you're not a bitch, because you don't want to be with somebody who you've told multiple times, I don't want to be with you. And they keep insistently trying to like force themselves and force you to love them. So don't feel bad about that. See, I told you, like we've been getting mixed messages of like how men view you in general, and then like a couple like specific men who are, it's because their energy is so much more, like you have much more of an energetic tie with people like that, because you've interacted more. They put so much focus energy onto intention in like trying to woo you that like it strengthens this energetic core. You might want to do a cord cutting spell. I do have a video on my channel of that if you're interested. It's really, really easy, but just cutting the energetic tie from this person. You could also do a meditation, because I really, it's not like they're not creepy, like they're not gonna stalk you or anything like that. I mean, it's still harassment for sure, but they're not gonna murder you though. If that gives you confidence. They're just, I don't know, they just can't get over you. Like they're just being super whiny about it, to be honest. So let's get some more messages from a different deck. I feel bad for all the healed water sign men out there, because y'all are lovely, you really are, but like unhealed water sign men are some of the worst people you will ever meet. They are manipulative, but in such a way that you don't know you're being manipulated. It's very confusing. And they truly believe that like they are right too. It's not like they're being like consciously manipulative. They just truly believe like you have wronged them in some way by not doing something they believe you owe them. Okay. We have the Storm. Ooh, people see you as a force to be reckoned with. They see you as somebody who comes in like hot and heavy is kind of what I heard, like a lightning strike. You're something that's beautiful and rare. And really a gem, a one of a kind, not afraid to break glass ceilings. How do other men view pile 3 or pile 4? We have the Vision coming out. Nice, very intuitive energy, very scorpionic energy coming from you. Pile 4 for sure, with that storm and that vision. Scorpionic intuitive energy, because it's very different than other intuitive energies. It's like this little like mysterious, alluring, like deep vibe, like Edgar Allan Poe type shit to it. And so I feel you might have some placements in Scorpio in your chart that are significant to you, because I see you being this really intuitive and psychic person. And one of your big spiritual gifts is really like being the storm for people sometimes, and whether that be in a good or bad way. So men really respect and enjoy this about you, because you look out for the people that you care about. And I also was just looking at the way the lightning was and the way the trees are. So like, I'm thinking, like, have you seen the show Loki on Disney Plus? There's like a sacred timeline branch where people divert from what is supposed to be like their sacred timeline, like the divine plan. I feel that people see this as you in the sense of, men see this as you because you're unpredictable sometimes, in the good way though. Like, people cannot pinpoint you. They truly don't know like what you're gonna do next, and you keep them guessing, and you at the end of the day are doing what's best for you, and that's all that matters. Okay, let's see what else we got here. One more of these for pile 4. Okay, Spirit said, here you go. The Bridge, nice. I love the rainbows in these 2 cards. Divine Order, practice patience. Yeah, I feel like that's something you really struggle with, especially with that Mars and Jupiter. It's kind of bringing me back to that. Mars is very like, so are we gonna do it now or never? Like, Mars wants results now. It's very masculine, like I said, very action oriented. And Jupiter's like, girl, slow down, you gotta relax. Like, things are unfolding as they should be. Use that Mars to your advantage, and don't just fall into the trap of hustle culture and productivity machinery. Ooh, we have the Chosen one. Fast track to ascension. That's why I feel you have so many men around you that are in this, like, you've rejected them and they're like making you feel bad for it, trying to manipulate you, is because you have this energy about you where you're ascending to the next level essentially, and people can sense this off you. These men can sense this off you, and they're energy vampires. They're energy vampires for these specific men here. We also have like the supportive ones. They are energy vampires. They are drawn to you because they can feel on a soul level, on an energetic level, that you have this healing energy to offer, and they want to suck it all. They want to suck it all from your body. And I'm glad that you have boundaries up with people like this, because you should. That's exactly where you should have boundaries up. Ooh, Twin Flame Facilitator, Expansive Growth. So this came out in pile 3 as well. So I see like these kind of repeated, I think this might be a karmic cycle for you, of these men who are like, fix me, heal me, make it all better. Maybe it started like in your childhood with your dad, with your uncle, maybe like just a masculine energy of some sort, you having to take care of them. It just kind of like looped as we got older, because that's what our brain tries to do. It tries to recreate the dynamic, because we're coming from a place where we're more able to handle it as adults. And I see you really breaking the cycle after the experiences with these men coming forward and just being the problem and wanting you to just make it all better for them. I feel these men have mommy issues, and not to shame them. I know I'm coming for them like hard, and not to shame them for that. I know that's a difficult thing, but I feel sometimes specific types of men, not all men, specific types of men have this complex where they think women are their therapist, and you're not their therapist. So do not feel bad for choosing to preserve your own energy over fixing this person. They can fix themselves. Let's see. Do I want to pull any other oracle? Yeah, let's do this one. So any additional messages for pile 4? Okay, we have inspiration, awe, dreams. Nice, very nice. Lots of purple energy coming out. This card is in reverse, so it normally means timid, misunderstood, and shy. You're stepping into your power. This is iconic for you because it's Mercury retrograde upcoming on September 9th, and I don't see this really affecting you, to be honest, very much. Because I feel you're really opening, and it's so weird. I was gonna say you're really opening throat chakra, and I'm listening to a video on YouTube that has all 7 chakras, and we just got to the throat chakra right before I said that. You're really opening your throat chakra, and you're not afraid to stand in your own truth. And if they don't like it, that's too bad. So let's see if we can get, ooh, oh my gosh, we have blue avians here, philosophy of releasing karma and mysticism. So yeah, definitely breaking some karmic cycles here. That's gonna be where that next, I don't see this as being like a whole relationship next for you, but in the sense of like you're finally like done giving your energy to people who are just trying to suck the life out of you. I feel some of these men might be narcissists, who are projecting their issues onto you, and you're just finally done with that shit. And I don't blame you. So let's finish off on one tarot card, because these readings are all so long. Let's do one spirit. Okay. Ooh, we got the Emperor. So a good reminder from Spirit that like good things are coming in, are on the other side. Just get away from this gross ass vampire energy. Focus on yourself, release that kind of stuff, and there is better waiting for you on the other side, as a great reminder. So I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope you enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed doing it for you. All these piles have been so different and so interesting. I had a great time doing it. If this reading resonated with you, please do leave me a like and a comment. Also subscribe to the channel if you like my vibe, you like the energy I have. I would love to have you here. I will see you very soon. Have a beautiful and blessed week.